In this video, we go over 5 great items under $500 for DJs and producers. Find out which ones those are coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video.
The first piece of gear we have is the AudioTechnica ATLP1240. Now, I've had this turntable on the DJ deals before, but they actually just slashed the price even lower. So now you can grab this great turntable that's built on, the almost standard by today's terms, super OEM handpin design for under $400 each. One of these will just cost you $391.99. This is an awesome turntable. Has all the features that you pretty much want in any modern turntable. You get 33, 45, 78 RPM speeds. You get plus or minus 16 and even wider. Adjustable start-stop. A motor that that's going to last for decades at this point. We know the handpin design is definitely one that'll last, and definitely one that can take some abuse as well. And out of all the handpin design turntables, this is one of my favorite. Really clean looking, just black and chrome, really classic looking turntable, but still maintaining, its own personality. Audio-Technica did a good job, rounding off the edges. The blue LEDs are a nice touch. So if you are looking to get a nice turntable for a really cheap price, definitely look into the AudioTechnica ATLP1240. Now, one thing I haven't covered in a long time on DJ deals is a tractor controller. And partially that's because Native Instruments really hasn't updated the tractor control line in a while, but this is still one of the standards if you're a tractor DJ. This is the Native Instruments Tractor Control S4 MK2. I know this is a little bit over the $500 limit for this week, but still, at $600, this thing is a beast. You can still plug turntables into it if you want to run DVS alongside having 2 decks of control on the actual controller as well. You get, great control, nice pitch faders. These are still some of my favorite jog wheels that I've ever scratched on. This comes with a full version of Tractor, which is really nice. Some controllers for Serato only come with Serato Intro, but this comes with a full version of Tractor, which is really nice. So you get the full software out of the box. You don't have to pay for anything extra, and you're good to go. This thing has 4 decks control, dedicated filter, really nice effects controls on this as well. And this was one of my first controllers, probably the second or third one I ever bought. Super solid, never let me down. Awesome controller. You still see these things around a lot, even though they're so old, because they are such great controllers and they last, and they have most of the features that you need as a tractor DJ. And on the Serato side of things, right here we have the Numark Mixtrack Platinum. Now this controller, it's a little bit cheaper, $249, but if you include the upgrade to Serato DJ, which is another $100, you're still way under the $500 limit. What I really like about this Numark Serato DJ controller is the length of the pitch faders. On a lot of the controllers, you see a smaller pitch fader, but this has a pretty much full-size pitch fader along the lines of what you would see on a CDJ, which is really nice. You can get that pitch adjustment right tight, and you can get the BPM right exactly where you want it, especially if you're not using sync with Serato DJ and you're beat matching manually. This controller can totally get that done. Also, you get a nice touch strip at the top over each deck, as well as the normal 3-band EQ, full kill stuff you get in Serato DJ. But the build quality on this thing is pretty solid. On top of having actual BPM readouts on the decks, which is really cool. Another reason why you wouldn't have to look at your computer and you can actually just focus on the crowd and focus on the mix without having to look back and forth. That's always a great thing. Numark did a great job with this year's Mixtrack, moving from the previous years with all the updates. I love everything that they did with this. I love all the updates. Like I said, my number 1 and number 2 features are definitely that longer throw pitch fader and the readouts on the actual decks themselves. So if you're looking to get into Serato DJ and you don't want to spend that much money, this is definitely a nice budget way to get in, and you still get a great controller. And here we have the Yamaha HS5 Active monitors, and this is actually a pair for under $400. And not only is this a pair, but it also comes with 2 great speaker stands and the cables you would need to hook them up as well. So Yamaha has always been known to having great sounding monitors. These are not the biggest monitors, but these are definitely monitors that can get the job done in a smaller room. You're not going to be rocking a party with a pair of these, but if you want a pair to practice with at home in the studio or in the bedroom, these are definitely a great pair of monitors, definitely great sound coming out of these and can pump out a good amount of volume. And what I like about this is it includes the stands and the cables as well. So if you know how much speaker stands are, this is like another maybe $150 worth of savings as that comes with the speakers. So if you're in the market for a new set of monitors or you're looking for your first pair of monitors, this is definitely a good deal. And finally, we have the Moog Minotaur bass. This is a tabletop synthesizer, so you'd need to plug in your own MIDI controller or MIDI keyboard using regular 5-pin MIDI. But if you already have like a MIDI controller at home or another keyboard and you're just looking for more sounds and another synthesizer, this is a great deal. Right under $500, you get a great sounding analog Moog bass synth. And if you know anything about analog synthesis, Moog is pretty much on top of the game. It'll sound fat, it'll sound sharp. The Minotaur, super nice sounding. I mean, it has its own specific sound. You're not going to get all the kinds of sounds you get from something like a VST, but if you want something that sounds rich, that sounds thick, this Minotaur bass is definitely one of the ones you'd want to get as a tabletop, and it's not that expensive as well. So if you're looking to get into analog synthesis, and like I said, you have a keyboard, this is definitely a nice way to get into that market.
So that's a look at 5 great items under $500 for DJs and producers. If you're interested in purchasing any of those, links can be found down below in the description. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right there to subscribe. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.